Homo sapiens, the name for you, myself and every human being that exists on this planet. We evolved from Africa about 200,000 years ago and carried on evolving until we became what we are today. But are we still evolving? Well, the Earth is predicted to be around about 4.55 billion years old, so in the grand scale of things, our species is still very young. Other human-like creatures were around long before us. The oldest humanoid fossil was dated back to 4.4 million years ago. But because we as a race have developed this modern world of technology, ultimately to make our lives easier, has this stopped us from evolving further? Evolution is when genetic changes or adaptations occur when genes mutate and combine in different ways during reproduction. This is normally to help the species survive or reproduce more effectively and happens more frequently in a population. When these changes occur, they become more common across the population, giving an advantage to survive. So if the purpose of evolution is to survive and reproduce, do we need to evolve anymore? Are we above natural selection? Well, human beings still have many reasons to evolve. Some of these might be the ability to be immune to certain modern viruses or the ability to be immune to high cholesterol or heart disease. Our lives are constantly changing and our bodies will adapt to some of these changes. One great example of modern evolution is the ability to digest dairy. Originally, humans could only digest their mother's milk due to a gene that would eventually shut down when the child was weaned off the milk. But when we started to domesticate animals such as cows, humans evolved to have a tolerance against lactose. This is thought to have happened due to the nutrients that milk would carry, giving those humans a natural advantage to survive. It is thought that this ability was still developing as early as 3,000 years ago. So we are still evolving and scientists think we are doing it faster than ever before. In the last 10,000 years, the pace of evolution has sped up 100 times. So what does this mean for the human race? Well, other than drinking milk and resisting diseases better, scientists think we are also losing our wisdom teeth and surprisingly that our brains are getting smaller. The average volume of the human brain has decreased from 1,500 cubic centimeters to 1,350 cubic centimeters in the last 30,000 years. Scientists are not sure why our brains are getting smaller, although there are some theories that as we evolve, our brains are becoming more efficient. But what will we look like in the future? Well, let's start at the bottom. We have evolved over the years to have become less reliant on the need to climb and have favoured the ability to walk. So nature has been slowly shrinking our toes to the point where we can hardly hold a pen between them, let alone a branch. Some scientists believe that in the future we will not have our little toes as we only need to rely on our big toes for balance. Another theory is that we will be much taller. Over the last 2 centuries, the average height of a human has increased by 10 centimeters. This is due to better nutrition available to us and being able to eat regularly. But just because we could be taller doesn't mean that we're going to be stronger. Due to the increasing reliance on technology, our muscles don't need to be as strong as they did. So the more our machines work for us, the less we need to do, resulting in a weaker race of humans. Over thousands of years, humans have been slowly losing their hair. There are a number of different causes for this, but one of the main reasons is that human men are attracted to women with less hairy bodies, meaning that women's bodies could be a lot bolder in the future. Also, the fact that we tend to wear clothes to keep ourselves warm now has meant that there is no need for a big fluffy fur coat. But I think the strangest of all the changes that might happen to our bodies is our face. Scientists predict that in a few million years, humans may have flat faces, big round eyes and small noses. But by the time all these changes have occurred, the future Homo sapiens will look back at their ancestors and think we were the weird looking humans, just like we do to our ancestors. So I think one thing that we all must remember from time to time is that we might be able to fly thousands of miles in a plane or perform extremely complicated operations, but at the end of the day, Mother Nature is still looking out for us. Mother Nature still has a part to play. I hope you enjoyed this video and make sure you check out some of my other stuff. Leave a comment if you have any ideas about what we will eventually evolve into or if you just want to discuss the subject. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.